Hello to each and every one of you that have logged in and clicked the link to join me here in this conversation. This is going to be a great conversation. There was a conversation I had with you guys about friendships, 5 levels of friendship, the relationship that we build with each other that is platonic. And there are 5 different levels or 5 different types. And that conversation led to this conversation where we're discussing the 6 phases of the dating relationship. I want you to get every single person, every partnered person, married, or people that are in different types of bonds. Get them all over here because this is a conversation that we can have about human behavior. And I'm sharing with you out of my life what I have learned. I was married most of my adult life until 2016. And then in 2017, I began to have a different experience. And really, that is where the 5 levels of friendship teaching come from, what I learned in those 2 or 3 years. And then I began to move into other different type of relationships and begin to learn. And I can't say I always got it right, but I can say I came out all right. And I'm going to share what I know with you, and it's going to be good for you. So go ahead and get as many people as possible to join this live as we're going to be talking about the dating relationship. Now, some of you are going to find out that you chose your partner way too quick. I hope you didn't marry them. If you did, I mean, you can start over and still be married. You just got to start over like you ain't. That's possible. And hopefully it will be okay. It doesn't matter what type of tie you have. I'm going to say something tonight that's going to be like, oh, okay, I see. And of course, we're on the main platform. Typically, we are in our closed community on Wednesday nights for Q&A, but I decided to come out here and share this. We're in a series all month long that's called Mastering This Moment. And some of you need help in mastering your relationship, and this is going to assist you and it's going to help you. So while we are here tonight, you may hear me say some things like, is he talking to me or he talking to another group? Because I'm letting y'all into our kitchen and you at the kitchen table. So some stuff I have to discuss and talk about, and you just get to eavesdrop on our conversation like this. July the 24th through the 26th, we will be having our Reformation. And we also got some other things that we have going on, and I'm going to talk to you about every drop of that. And also make sure that you leave here informed. I'll be right back. We're about to get started. Tell somebody that we are on.
Looking for a vibrant community where faith meets empowerment? Welcome to the LRL community on Patreon. Here, you'll gain access to our financial wellness plan to level up your money game and the Build Your Immune System Health and Wellness Lifestyle Plan to keep your health in check. But that's not all. With the groundbreaking AIR project, we're creating jobs in Africa, beginning in Ghana. Plus, you'll unlock insider tips from senior executives across industries. And the best part? Be a part of our daily prayers, weekly coaching sessions with Dr. Larry Reid himself, Sundays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Breakdown Q&A Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern on Patreon, and so much more. It's time to connect, grow, and thrive. Get the apps, grab the merch, and join us on patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Let's build something amazing together. The LRL community is waiting for you. Church Critic by Dr. Larry D. Reid, an examination of the Larry Reid Live Show perspective. Available now on Amazon and Kindle. Inside, he shares his unfiltered perspectives on the issues the church often avoids: the role of women, deconstruction, fatherlessness, homosexuality, decolonization, and the clash between Western and African Christianity, and so much more. Get your copy today on Amazon and Kindle. Stay connected to Larry Reid Live Take a moment and like the Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube page and hit the bell. Text LRL to 888-982-3820. That's the letters LRL to 888-982-3820 and get notified when we go live. Become a member of Patreon. Log on to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Sign up, download the Patreon app, and turn on your notifications. Get connected today.
We're about to have a conversation. Oh, Lord, the camera won't even on. All right. When you come in, please let me know what city and what state you're watching from. Good evening to you, Tasha Clay. And I am Crystal J. It's good to see you. Jasmine Dawkins. Lord, now he's a relationship coach. Oh, Lord. See, this is the thing. When I come out here on the public platform, I should just ignore this statement. But because this is a Black woman that doesn't understand her place in the world, which is to give life with her mouth, which is to be the leader that God created her to be in the earth, showing us the way that we should go. Because she's not clear on her assignment, I'm going to need to have to tell her what I learned from the great Black women in my life. What you need to understand, Jasmine, is that some people are gifted to do a multiplicity of different things and educated and trained to do it. And I happen to be someone who has many degrees and much life lived, that I can be an expert in quite a few different things, and relationships is one. So in a very shady way, to say, and now he's a relationship coach, just proves that you haven't done your due diligence in finding out who I am. Yes, I am a coach. Money, relationships, health, and all those things. So now that you know, I'm going to be very nice and just inform you that yes, I can coach you around your relationship as well. Okay? And I'm just going to leave it at that. Normally I will go a certain kind of way, but I'm not on that today. All right? But don't come in here saying nothing else crazy, Jasmine, because then I might get you. But this is me being very kind and being very elevated. Okay? I did good, didn't I? I don't hear no hand claps. We got a hand clap because I was supposed we did a program that in there because I usually would handle that a certain kind of way for about 3 minutes. But that ain't what I'm on. All right, I need everybody to hit like and everybody to hit share. Hit like and please hit share with as many people as possible. Of course, I was coming here to talk about some viral topic of what somebody done did. Okay, there'll be thousands of people watching me right now. But whenever I come up here to try to help and empower, it's not going to be as many people. But there are people who would love to participate in this. So take a moment and just hit like, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Let's take a moment and hit like and share. Rhonda Jones, Dallas, Texas, by way of Forney. Okay. Carrie says, can I get her, Larry? I'm on one today. You can, of course, but I won't be getting it in the chat. I'm trying not to be on one because I got to talk about relationships. I want to stay in the love and a happy and kind place because we're talking about the mastery this month, all month long. Everything that I am sitting in this chair discussing is going to be connected to the master, except or until something pop off and I have to address it, then I will from this platform. Is something that I want to add my voice to. But inside Patreon, and that is patreon.com/Larry Live. I'm there several times a week, empowering and teaching on several different topics. And I just decided today to come out here to talk about mastering the dating relationship. And we're going to look at the 6 phases and make sure we're all clear on the phases so that and make sure that your partner or partners are very clear at where you are. And I think this is going to help so many different types and kinds of people. And I'm going to also at the end give you an opportunity to drop a couple of questions, and you can ask me whether you are married or single or dating. You'll be able to get something out of this. And sometimes it's good just to go over what you think you already know. Jacoby in Dallas, Fort Worth. All right. I see you guys here. Y'all wanted me to get him. Yeah, not today. I'm trying to be in a whole different, I think I did, be in a whole different mode. At some point in time on tonight, you're going to have an opportunity to say, okay, I enjoyed this and I want to support what you're doing here. And we do it at 4 different levels. In our viewing community, we have many different types and kinds of people at different levels of their faith and their finances. So whenever we do donating or seeding, which is what we're going to do tonight, seeding means we put an intention around what we're going to give. $55.55. The 5 is connected to the 5th month. And I'll explain that a little later on. But we have from 55 all the way up, or whatever level of your faith and finances that you are at. And we're sowing the master seed because we must master in many different areas this month. If you didn't see it on the first Sunday in May, I think it was the first Sunday, was a Wednesday. It was a Sunday, wasn't it? The first, yeah, on that Sunday. Please go back and watch. And that's why I shared so much about mastery, what is a master, and things of that nature. And I shared this prophetic word, which I'm going to share right now. All right, this prophetic word was May is a new day. May is a new moment that you must master. The Spirit says, in this month, I desire you to partner with me more intentionally around the purposes and intentions of your Creator as it relates to why you were born at this moment. In this month of May, your life's mission, commission, and position must be considered and then reconsidered until alignment is made for it to manifest. Growth will be sustained, increased, managed, multiplication through structure, and increased management and maintenance of the self begins this month. And those of you that are in relationships, dating relationships at certain phases of it, this is going to help you master the phase that you are in. Now, the theme for the month is mastering this moment, but tonight we're talking about mastering the 6 phases of the dating relationship. All right, so let's go ahead and get started talking about the 6 phases of the dating relationship. I want to give you an overview so you can see where we're going. There's 6 phases. The first phase is the attraction phase. The second phase is the talking phase. The third stage is the dating phase. The fourth phase is the intentional phase. The fifth phase is the exclusive phase. And the sixth phase is the covenant phase. It's extremely important that you're very clear about these stages. The attraction phase, I noticed you. The talking phase, I want to learn you. The dating phase, I want to experience you. The intentional phase, I'm considering you seriously. And then the exclusive phase, I choose you. And typically people stop at the exclusive phase and they jump to marriage. But there's the covenant phase. Now remember, marriage is a contract. Spiritually, heaven has set in place covenants. Mankind set in place marriage and put it in your Bible. But this is the phase that people skip because the covenant phase, You're supposed to be building something together. And so this conversation that we are going to be having tonight is the framework for those of you that are dating. Now, I want to invite those of you that did not see the friendship teaching to go back and make sure that you pay attention and listen to those five. What was it? Was the five levels of friendship, because they really lay the foundation before going into the dating conversation. All right, I was going to try to find I had a summary. Where is it at? Let me see if I can put that up for you guys. It's a summary of those five. I know it's in here. Let me see if I can find it. Five. Oh, here it is. Found it. Okay, so I'm gonna show this to you. Screenshot this, because this is the teaching that brought this about. Here we go. Because friendship, people tend to collapse friendship down into just we friends, but there are different types of friends. So go back, screenshot this, and then go back and watch the five types or levels of friendship: proximity friends, engagement friends, developmental friends, assignment friends, and covenant inner circle friends. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the dating phase. Number one, attraction phase, the attraction phase. And let me see if I can find you something that you can screenshot so that you can have this as I'm going over it. All right, here we go. Number one, the attraction phase. The attraction phase, this is where chemistry, curiosity, energy, and intrigue takes place. This is not love. It's not commitment. It's not really any compatibility. It's just the beginning. Just the beginning here. This is a visual phase. I see you and I'm attracted to how you look. I feel you. I'm attracted to your energy. The conversation is great and it makes me feel nice and then increase my attraction level. You hormonally excite me, possibly even psychologically, you excite me. At this stage, you're noticing presence, vibe, intelligence, voice, confidence, smell. Ooh, girl, he smells so good. Aura, mystery, and charisma. Attraction is happening at this stage. And I want us to pay a little bit of attention here, because this is the stage, in my opinion, where people frick it up in their head. Attraction is an invitation, not a confirmation. Attraction is an invitation, not a confirmation. Your body can say yes to someone your life, your standards, your health should say no to. Your hygiene should say no. But in the moment, the attraction can confirm something lower in you. And your body becomes a yes in that moment. And you need to understand that in that moment, you are a yes with your body. You open your entire life up to that person. Energetically, metaphysically, spiritually. Chemistry can lie. It's patterns that tell the truth. When you first meet somebody, whether it's an app or whether it's at a function, the chemistry can create chaos in your discernment. Come on, Reid, your thing is on. Y'all feel it. It's on me. It's on me. It's coming out of my life. Let me look in the chat, see what y'all doing. Where's my Lord, did I close it out? No, I don't see the thing at all. Oh, I see I'm on the wrong thing. I was on the wrong thing. Let me see what the chat at. See what y'all saying. Everything that looks good to you ain't good for you. Stephen said powerful. Chemistry. Tamara says chemistry can tell a whole lie. I am Crystal said, Lord help me. Chemistry can leave you needing antibiotics for a week. Great. I'm glad you said that. Doxycycline at the end of the night. Wow. Brenda said I had to swipe right. Oh my God. Okay, this is going good in the chat. I'm gonna ignore y'all for a while so that I can stay focused. Sandy said, I learned this the hard way. Yeah, you and me both. Just because it feels strong doesn't mean it's strong. Sometimes the stronger it is, the possibility of it being wrong is increased. Attraction just introduces you. It does not qualify you. For me, I'm getting introduced to your chemistry and to your way and your smell and your talk, possibly your walk, your voice. You seem confident. I like the way your shoulders and your chest sit up. I want to put my hands on your chest while you over me, ministering to me. All those things can begin to shift your judgment and affect your sobriety in that moment. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing demonic about attraction. There's nothing diabolical about lust. There's nothing diabolical about desire. What you do in a moment of desire, in a moment of lust, defines your character. What you must do is learn how to master every aspect of yourself. But a lot of us, especially if you're raised in the church and in the South and you're a woman, you were banned. Actually, it's a psychological thing that they do on you in religion to make you no longer have desire. And some people it works on. And they embrace celibacy and marry Jesus. But that is a wicked work on your will. Your will is divine, your desire is divine, and your lust is divine. It just needs wisdom, consideration, eyes wide open. That's all. I know it's framed that lust is wicked, but it's not. It's just desire, and desire is divine. You need lust and strong desire to be successful, to build a business, to be faithful in what it is that you do. You just need to lord over your lust. Attraction has the word action in it. You must be mindful of your action in attraction, or your action when attracted. Attraction does not have power in it to hold a relationship together. Attraction is not powerful until it's built upon with certain actions. Attraction itself can't hold the relationship together. The problem in the relationship is that it was built on breadbasket shape, peen girth, thighs thickness, eye color, all of that. And after so long, attraction just naturally just settles. Now I don't feel connected no more. The chemistry gone. I don't know what happened. Those feelings are fleeting. And you can't build, or you shouldn't build, a world around attractions. I don't know any amusement park or attraction that is open all year long. Attraction is for seasons. That are entertainment and amusement. Sports, always got sport, but football ain't always in every season, and basketball ain't either. Attractions are connected to moments, and that moment needs your mastery. Enjoy this attraction, this lust, this desire that comes up, and have an amazing conversation. You may choose to have a one-nighter with the person that you're attracted to. But I want you to be very clear what you're doing. You are creating a moment, and you've chosen sex to be the action in the attraction, as opposed to conversation and data collection. Are you hearing me? Attraction is just, I notice you. That's it. I notice you. I like it. I like what I see. It's pulling me in. I like it. I like it. Second stage, the talking phase. Let's look at that. The talking phase. The talking phase, this is what it looks like. It's texting, calling, flirting, sharing thoughts, learning patterns, and testing communication. I got something I want to say about that. This phase answers, are you emotionally intelligent? Are you honest? Are you stable? Are you safe? Can we communicate? Are you what is happening here? At this stage, you are collecting information. You are learning their values, beliefs, and lifestyle. You are observing consistency between words and actions. You are seeing how they treat others, not just you. You are noticing their emotional responses and maturity. The talking phase is where fantasy starts. You start going in your head, seeing the dating potential. Key areas to pay attention to during the talking phase, ladies: emotional availability, honesty and integrity, consistency, communication style, it may not work, values and beliefs may not be aligned, goals and direction, how they treat others, not just you. Remember, attraction is loud in this phase, but discernment is necessary. Take your time, ask questions, watch patterns. Don't rush the process. The goal here, the talking phase, is to gather enough information to determine if this person is someone you want to continue to talk to or build with. In the talking phase, conversation becomes like an audition. And the more you do it, you get into the character and it begins to be seen. You can talk to somebody every single day and still not know who they are. That's why this is the talking phase. Because the idea is the more we talk, the more data I have on you. Do y'all know how many people at the talking stage move right into exclusivity in their mind? Because as their data collection, oh my God, this, that, and the other, we got this. Oh my God, that's amazing. And it just fit. Most of those people that do that are women. And I say women and not female because we understand there's trans women and then a male or a man, let me say that. A man can think like a woman and emote like a woman. So the people that do that most of the time are women. Women tend to move into exclusivity in their mind. And half of those women that do that don't even tell you. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Hold on. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Oh, let me not do that. I get too long. Words are cheap. That's why you got to pay attention to patterns. So this talking phase, you got to go in this tactfully. If they can't be consistent in communication, that is the first sign of the lack of emotional discipline. Consistency in communication is the first sign of having emotional discipline. When there's a lack of consistency in communication, that's a sign of a lack of emotional discipline. If they can't communicate clearly, they can't build with you long term. You need clarity to build. And this is the stage that most people say I'm dating somebody or I'm with somebody. This is where they're at. They're really in the talk. They haven't taken time to talk more. We used to say, I don't know if they still say this. They say, are you and her dating? No, we talking. Do they still say that? Let me look in the chat because I don't even know. They ain't on them streets. Do they still say we talking? No, we don't go. I need to ask Zari. Do we say that as a community still? How y'all doing? I ain't seen y'all in a while. Let me see. Oh, you do? Okay, good. You say I do. Naida says she does. Okay. Yes. Okay, good. I'm going to say something that people aren't going to like. I don't think any woman, and notice I'm saying women, should be, I always say dating, but this is the part of the dating phase, and this is the dating relationship phase I'm talking about. No woman, this is my belief, should just talk to one man or one person at a time. You just shouldn't. You shouldn't do it. I'm going to look in the chat and see what's going to happen. A lot of people don't agree with this. And you probably want to find a pastor, prophet, or some type of Christian that will say that. But I'm going to tell you that. You should not talk to just one person. No woman. I tell my daughters the same thing. You should not be talking at the talking phase in dating. You should not be talking to one person. You should have 2, 3. 5 ain't too many. 5 ain't too many because some months got 5 weekends. Let me sidestep and let Jeremy come out. If I had a puss, or a bus, ain't got that one. But if I had a puss or a bus, I would be dating 4 to 5 people at the same time. The reason is data collection and seeing which one of these I should take to the next phase of actually dating. I would. Larry, you saying you be having sex with all 5 of them? If I want to, I will. With my prep, and he had to put on a condom. I'm talking as a woman, but there's no world where I would be in this situation at all. But I'm just saying, for the sake of teaching, absolutely I would, and watching all of them. Watching. Now, some of us, you give us a little piece, we go a little strange. We go ghost, or we just really love bomb. And we probably do that for about 2, 3, 4, 5. But after that 5th time, and especially we doing it, at least an hour each time, and we finding out what each other bodies like and how they respond. And by that 5th time, we done got for the man, we done got everything. We know you and what you like by that time. And some of us, if we're not serious and into you, we're doing the same journey with 2 or 3 or 4, 5 or 6. Actually, for men, it's going to be somewhere around about 7, depending on the man. And we're doing the same thing on that same journey in the talking phase with these 7 folks. This is why I tell women don't do that, because men do not become exclusive till it's about time to get married. And sometimes we don't get exclusive till about 2, 3 years after the marriage. Oh, they're not gonna like me saying this, but oh well, oh hell. Yeah. All right, so we got now, let's review 6 phases of the dating relationship. I done told you where we're going. We're at the talking phase right now. Stage 1 is the attraction phase. Screenshot that. Stage 2 is the talking phase. You're learning and you're data collecting. And now stage number 3 is the dating phase. That means I want to experience you. Now, let me say this. All of you that withhold sex until you're actually dating them, bravo. I think that's great, because for some people, sex can start making things cloudy. Most people can't disconnect their emotions, their feelings, and their comfortability from the person that they're having sex with. You can mistake being comfortable having sex with this person as you actually having something more than just comfortable, trusting, safe sex, when that's all it is. So a lot of times withholding the sexual aspect until you get to the dating phase is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. But if you choose prior, no judgment. But it's best to wait until the I want to experience you phase, in my opinion. I'm 48 years old. I'm a man. I was married for 18 years. I've just been single since 2017, really, 16, 17. So maybe what I'm saying can be lacking some right now in this real world knowledge because I'm not actively out there pursuing anyone. So I already got who I'm looking at and seeing, so I'm trying to see which of these, And for some people, the sex can cloud them in the attraction phase and in the talking phase, and you think you got more than what you got on the line, and you don't. So it's at this phase, dating phase, where you want to experience them. That means you're going to travel, you're going to eat together, you're going to spend time together, see each other socially, and you'll start experiencing the moves and the rhythms of who they are, seeing them in different situations. You're testing compatibility. You're checking the energy more, how they live their life. Do they run the clubs? Are they a clubber? Do they have an addiction? Something they drink quite a bit? How they handle conflict? Sexual chemistry is a reason why I put this here, because in my mind, it's ideal to hold that until this stage. And the level of consistency. You're looking at the dating phase. Can we actually do life together? The way you naturally are and the way that I naturally am, do they harmonize? How you like to spend time together? How you handle your money? How you communicate when you're upset? Do you communicate your affection and your intimacy openly and honestly and transparent? Or are you more closed? How you treat other people? How do you respond to stress and pressure? If I say something, will you snap at me? Does your lifestyle align with mine? Now, remember, the dating phase is no ownership because they can be dating somebody else, and that's their right. Dating is not a commitment to nothing outside of dating faithfully. Dating is another level of observation and another level of gathering information. And you're starting to see the real person, not the version they showed you early on. You watch the actions, their real life experiences. You start talking about your belief, your values. You make moments together. Some folk you don't learn until you travel with them. And sometimes you don't know if you like them like that until you travel with them. Traveling has a way of revealing do people mesh or not. Does your wallet align with mine? I like that, Carrie. This teaching confirms my desire to stay single for now. Well, I won't trying to do that to you. I have unliked folk once I travel with them. Me too. In fact, there's someone, one of my friends that we're pretty okay. But when we travel, I start noticing, so I don't do that with them no more because it's something that goes off. And I think it's because the way they live their life and the way I live my life, when you go on a trip, you have to deal because you're going out, you're eating, you're doing different things. So you around you like, okay, I don't want to travel with you. I know I can't do life with you. Maybe you got to go through some more life living to get to the place to where you turn into somebody that actually works, for me on another level. Because let me tell y'all this. Ain't none of us got no time wasting that. We most everybody in this chat is near 40 or above. You too grown to get it wrong. So the purpose of this conversation is so you can master your relationships and the prior one, your friendship. Dating is data collection. It's not emotional investment here. Ladies, hear me. You shouldn't expect them to fulfill you in a way that you really want to be fulfilled. At this point, you're watching to see if there's a capacity for you to now emotionally invest. Time together reveals what conversations can hide. You need to experience them at the dating stage. And anybody can perform for a moment, but you can't fake a lifestyle, but for so long. So dating exposes whether the connection can survive reality. Okay. How are we on phase 3? Let's go to phase 4. Right. Too grown to get it wrong. Anybody got time for that? What's going on here? Susie said what? Said you better seek God about this and everything Larry is saying about dating, because this is not of God at all, not lining up with the Bible. Huh? Okay. What? What are you saying? Actually, this teaching is more, how can I say? It is more sanctified than the Bible. The Bible sexually is very lewd, very dark, filled with rape. Women not in control of their bodies. Even children been taken for sexual pleasure in the Old Testament. We do not want to be aligned with the Bible sexually at all, because there's harm and a lack of human dignity when we look at sex inside of the Bible. So no, this is not going to be aligned with the Bible, because the Bible was created by put together by white political men, and reworded and changed in a way to make you not the Lord over your own body, especially if you're a woman. So no, we're not aligning with the Bible with this. And who wants to align with a 2,000 plus year old manuscript that has not been updated for 2026 life and culture? It's dumb. And I just don't participate in dumb stuff. So no, we ain't doing that. Susie, you got that, Susie? All right. You know, you can't wear your Christian church going, Bible believing lens 24 hours of the day. The world just ain't gonna line up with you. And you shouldn't do it, because a lot of it is outdated and not even good. They say it's profitable for living and all. Okay, you can keep saying that, but it's not true. I mean, it's just not true. Do y'all know that clip I put up about praying with water or by water? Do you know it has gone viral, and they're saying that I am teaching witchcraft? But they don't think that their pastor is teaching witchcraft when they make them get baptized in water. They don't feel like John the Baptist was doing witchcraft when he was baptizing. Jesus himself had to go and get in the water. You know, it's just very interesting to watch the cognitive dissonance and the absolute asinine, ridiculous commentary that happens in the comment section where people have only educated fifth and sixth grade. It's amazing to see. Amazing. And then when I said this morning, I put a clip about there is no devil, it's just a lack of discipline and lack of knowledge. Trying to explain that as relates to you, what you're calling the devil is actually something that you need to do. They said I was teaching that there is no devil. That no. And then in the caption, I say, in this framework, we are talking about discipline. They taking and run with it and saying that I'm talking about the devil does not exist. If you having a devil and a demon, or someone having a devil and a demon, works good for you, that theology, then go with it. I'm not saying they're not devils and they're not demons. Come on, man. I know better than that. I've had experiences. I know. But as it relates to many of you that's sitting on the pew and running to these services, discipline is the devil that you won't never, ever rebuke. It's better to rebuke the devil than to rebuke your lack of discipline. The truth is, you need the devil to deflect. That's the truth. And you can't tell yourself that. All right. Oh, I love that. Exactly, Brenda. I mean, Carmelita. Blaming the devil helps them disassociate from their wrongdoings. The devil did it over there, came upon me, made me do this, and it ain't me, it's the devil. Exactly. We ain't having that. All right, let me check something. All righty. What number I'm on? Exactly, CJ. That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do, you know, but that's too much like right. All right. So we done with stage 4. Oh, I'm about to go into. Oh, Jesus Christ! I got to hurry up. I got 2 more after that. It's 7:50. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. All right. So you're at the dating phase, and you know, 1 or 2 of them that made it through. You say, okay, I can see myself, you know, doing a little more than dating because this really works. So how do I navigate that? How do I master this now if we go into another stage? Okay, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you right here. Okay, the intentional phase now. I'm considering you seriously. I've dated you. At this place now, my emotions are deepening. My evaluation intensifies here at this place. And this is where future conversations begin. Y'all screenshot that. I'm going to take it down because they say I'm leaving it up too long. Y'all want to look in my face. Screenshot that. Okay. You got it? So at the intentional phase, the emotions are getting deeper now. It's getting deeper. Conversations about the future, the possibility. Priorities become visible, even the more at this stage. Vulnerabilities increase. You've been more vulnerable. Remember the stages that I taught you all about connection, the stages of intimacy, honesty, transparency, and then vulnerability. And I say I don't really move in vulnerability. Take a lot to be. I'll be very honest and transparent. I don't have no problem with that. Most people have issues with that. But that vulnerability thing, nope. It's going to take a lot of work to get down into that. Expectations now rise at this point when you at this stage. Consistency matters more at this stage. So your questions become, can I trust you? Can we build something? Are you emotionally available and stable? Are you as equally invested as I am? Can our worlds merge together? At this stage is where relationships either deepen or they collapse. Because performance can only last but for so long. This is where potential now becomes real, or it gets exposed as an illusion. At this stage, there's not more time that we need together. It's I need to know more about you, because at this stage I'm considering you seriously, and I don't want to put my attention and my time here when this other one that I'm dating, I can actually move them into the intentional phase, because I actually see more with them, but it's some areas that ain't quite together, and you made me believe that you got this area together. So, but I'm noticing something. Are we really aligned? Because see, at the intentional phase, attraction and attachment, that's not running stuff no more. Alignment is. Are we aligned? Do we agree on the direction that we're going? Can we build a future? And right here, clarity in this phase saves you from heartbreak. In the next phase. So you got to take time. Don't get engaged at the intentional phase. Don't do that. And so many people do that. Well, Larry, I got to get engaged at the intentional phase. Because then the next phase is the covenant phase. The exclusive phase. No, not at this stage. No. Because you're still learning and data collecting and getting clarity before you now go into exclusive. Now, let me put that up. The exclusive phase. And right after we discuss this is when we're going to do all our donations. And then I'm going to go back and finish the phase 6. That's going to be our last phase. And then I'm going to acknowledge your donation. And then I'm going to be ending this at a good time. Those of you that are watching, all of us here are at different phases of our faith and different phases of our finances. And so the way that we have it here is where you can choose at what level you want to donate in this moment to the MBN Network Global. I want you to look at this and make a decision. Everybody here should be able to do $55.55. If you can't, do close as you can, 45, 55, 35, 55, 25, 55. But don't leave here without participating. There's a link that is in the chat where you can click and you can participate. High performer and stakeholders, those that support us at that level, Shamako is going to be calling you beginning tomorrow and praying with you and giving you the prophetic word. If you've donated at that level before, more than likely will be an audio sent to you. And then at the super seed level, you're going to hear from me. After my morning prayer, I take time to listen, to hear, and to see on your behalf. And I send it over to you. 55555. Somebody say, oh God, folk give them $555.55. Yes, there's some folk that can. Yeah. You just need to widen your community and your connections. So and do right. and then you have somebody, to support you at that level. And this is the master seed, because you need to master the dating relationship and friendship. You're navigating a lot, but you're becoming a master in this moment. In the chat, there's a link that you can hit to do your donation. MBN Network Global over on the right. There's a link for you to do that right now at one of those levels. You can put in the chat now whether you did partner. I'm asking 55 of you to do 55, 55. Five of you to do the high performer, five of you to do the stakeholder, and five of you to do the super seed. I know some of you, since you're on the main platform, you don't want to put it in the chat. You want nobody in your business. I understand. We'll see it. But those of you that don't mind, you can put it in the chat. Over there on the left is the Taruma. That goes to Dr. Larry Reid Ministries Incorporated. You can use that same link in the chat or use the Zelle to do that. You actually can put those of you that want to do it separate. Oh, I don't know if that's fixed. You can actually put the Taruma link in the chat, Kendall, for those that want to use it. But we want to move to one link. We have, but it's some people are still using the old link. So we just put it in there but you can do all of that. In fact, let's just do the one link. Let me just play this video. Let's do one link. You put it in there? Delete it. Okay, let me show you how to do it, because some of you having problems with it. Let me play that video so you can see how to do it. Here we go.
Giving to the MBN Network Global just got so much easier. You now have two simple options. You can either click the giving link provided in the chat, or you can go directly to mbnnetworkglobal.org. Once you're on the website, select the Stripe giving option. From there, you'll enter your information as shown on screen. When you get to the seed name selection, you'll select where you would like for your seed to go. You can choose from seed, tithe, Taruma, Project AIR, or a donation to the Celestial Circle. Next, you will select the preferred payment method. You can now give by card, Apple Pay, Carlana, or Affirm. You will also see additional options, including Amazon Pay, Afterpay, Zip, crypto, or a bank transfer. Once all of the information has been entered, simply click Donate. Now, in the event that you need to make a change to the amount that you have given, select Change Amount and adjust your donation before hitting Submit. As always, we're here to assist, so if you have any additional questions, please reach out to us.
All right, so these are the ways that you can donate. The link is in the chat right now, or if you want to do the Zelle. Please put in the chat exactly what level at which you gave at. We're going to start, and before I get off, I'll be able to tell you thank you for that. All right. All right. Okay, and those of you say, okay, we're going to drop, what is that Project AIR? Because you saw that in the video there. That is what we're doing in Ghana. We are bringing people above the scratch line, contractors. One of them, America denied the visa for them to come to Reformation. Remember, Reformation, July the 24th through the 26th. And if you are watching us and you want to come to that event, you are welcome, but you have to be a patron. So go ahead and join Patreon, patreon.com/Larry Live, and become a patron. And then you can go to the reformationexperience.com and let me know that you're going to be there in the room. We reserve a seat for you. Celestial Circle have special seating. Celestial Circle is a group inside of our community. And there are so many amazing entrepreneurs and smart people and amazing people that are in that community. And you can become a part of that community. Just go to mbnnetworkglobal.org and click Celestial Circle, and you can sign up. There's a one-time donation when you first get in there. And then once a year, you participate at Reformation, not this Reformation, but 27. You participate again. But we'll tell you all about that. You can become a part there. You should absolutely, it all begins with becoming a patron. Once you get inside of our Patreon, you learn even more. If you go in our Patreon right now, we have up under the collections tab so much teaching on the Teruma, on the tithe, on stock market, on African Christianity versus the European Western Christianity that's practiced here. I mean, and the list go on and on and on and on. You just go in there hours of teaching that is in there inside of Patreon. So, and all of that is for $12 a month. Yes, it's going to take you 12 months to go through the information that we have in there. A financial wellness plan, our build your immune system health and wellness challenge. All of that is inside of there when you come in Patreon. So just educate yourself and eat all of that up. All right. So we're talking about the 6 phases of the dating relationship. Number 1 was attraction phase. Number 2, the talking phase. Number 3, the dating phase. Number 4, the intentional phase. And then the exclusive phase is what we're about to talk about right now. Take a moment and take a picture of that. And then I'm going to go through it and talk about the exclusive phase. Okay. So the exclusive phase, this is I choose you stage. Now there's agreement here. Not assumption, agreement. This means there's no competing romance options in your life. I am the emotional priority. You are my emotional priority. I'm holding myself accountable to this relationship, and so are you. We're both seeking to have a deeper partnership, and we are going to protect each other in this relationship. In this phase, it requires communication. Not saying the rest of these phases don't, but the communication at the exclusive phase now, because you do not have these other participating possibles, now this one person, and there's a conversation I want to have about that too. Before I get off this, just say one person to me, Kendall, and I'm going to have a whole conversation at the end. Because now you're cutting all this out and you have this one person now that's meeting your emotional needs. At this phase, we both should have boundaries in operation as relates to other relationships. This phase requires emotional maturity here. It does. Honesty, even the more. Exclusive dating means I am focusing my romantic energy on you and in this relationship and you alone. The exclusive phase, here we go, does not automatically mean marriage. It means you're exclusive. Enjoy being exclusive and learning each other and moving like you have chosen each other. Because there's an education that comes in that phase. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you're moving through these 6 phases and at the same time you're getting older, you're losing parents, children are getting grown, job, you changing careers, that stuff changes you. You're going for another degree, and that relationship changes as a result. Your needs and your wants and what you want to do and exploring, all of that happens as you are growing. What if you married the person at the attraction phase and the relationship hasn't properly went through all of these other phases? Now you're married and you're getting older and you're changing and you're growing, and the relationship is stuck in a phase that you're not even in personally and can't be in that phase with them because you're not even the same person and the communication hasn't been proper, so you're not updated on what each other want. Listen to me. This is why the exclusive phase is so important. And it needs to last a while, years. Especially if you in your 20s and your 30s, and yeah, you need to stay there for a while. So everybody can catch up with the information as relates to each other as you're going through this phase, because you may be at the exclusive phase now for 3 or 4 years, but you've graduated, you may have lost someone, you may have bought a house, maybe a job opportunity opened up overseas. You need to be able to do all of that stuff you want to do before you're in a situation where you have to consider somebody else for the rest of your life. Take time at the exclusive phase before you run to the altar. Because one of them phases that the dating relationship go through, or the phases that you're going through as a person, you're evolving and changing, it may no longer match. You could get with someone and around about, especially a woman, around the age of 40, 45, she been sitting on the same peen for how many years? Y'all done had children, you done some everything. Now she's curious. I wonder, can I take a bigger one? And I want to experience that. Baby, can you do one of them things you put on top of your thing to make it bigger? Huh? So you said my peen ain't big enough? No. Now she's in this exploring thing. Baby, they say the male G spot is inside. I just want to see. No, it hurt. Oh, you think your peen going in my puss anytime you want it feel good every time? No, I done had children. Sometimes I'm dry. Sometimes I done got sensitive, but I still do it for you. Get up on them 4 knees and let me explore this thing by put this peg on, and I'm about to give you some of what you've been giving me, and it's hot to me. Well, now we're not matching. Well, see, if you had stayed through the phases long enough of life, exclusive, you might will find out, because for one of them, it could be a deal breaker. No, I want to do this. Or I want to do this. I want to experience this, but I don't want to do it to you. I just want to experience. You can watch me while I do it. Huh? What? This is why you take time, because it may not be a match no more. I don't know if y'all understand. This is real life. And this is real life. Things happen. When the kids get out of the house, you don't know you're not the same person. And that's okay. Don't make nobody feel bad for them wanting to find out maybe what they didn't find out before. What you need to be concerned, you got communication to make sure this person is being safe. Safe for themselves, safe for you. If there's some stuff on the line that you can lose, because what if your spouse go out and come to find out that he done slept with somebody you doing business with, and now you look in a certain kind of way to them because they done had your wife. It's just, that's why communication got to be good, so that can be an exploration can happen within the bond of the relationship. I'm looking in the chat. That may not be the situation for some of you, but listen to me. The ones that aren't commenting are in the situation. Martha said, I don't share when it comes to mind. What do you do when the person you are in love with has a need or itch that you don't want to scratch? Do you think because of the marriage contract and because the time invested that now you have authority over their wants, their needs, and their decisions? See, the relationship got to be so good to where the person feels free to share with you and don't get on an app and have it done in 10 minutes with somebody they don't know. And that person done been with four that day. And now when your spouse or your significant other come home, they're sharing their body with you that they done loaned out to someone who done had 10 bodies that day. See that, then you got disease and all that kind of stuff coming on. This is why you need to make communication open, honest, transparent communication without any judgment the norm in all of your friendships, not your dating relationships. Because if you try to do it in a dating relationship and you ain't done it in your friendships, that's like what my mama used to call the cart before the horse. You trying to do something you should have learned in friendships in a dating relationship, honesty and constant communication. Oh God. I'm going to use my business because I can do that. So, and we've already shared this before. Had I known that my former wife was just exploring what she thought in that moment she wanted and wasn't really choosing it. Actually, there was somebody on the other end who was trying to make her choose it, but she just needed the exploration. Had we had the tools between the both of us way back then, and the communication where the other person had got sort of in the midst was where it needed to be, so concerning that, we would still be married right now. I believe that with all my heart. If me and Lisa had the communication skill, the wherewithal, and what we learned in college and education and experience, we would still be married right now. We would just be married our own way, which we were doing anyway, because we didn't sleep in the same room and didn't want to at the time. But I think now she told me that when now she thinks she wanted to be in the same room with the person she with. I think that's what she said. Don't quote me on that. I still don't. I want nobody using my bathroom but me every day. I don't want nobody using my shower but me every day. I don't want nobody standing at my double sink but me every day. I know they're two sinks, but it's both for me, depending on how I feel that day. To the left or to the right, to the right, to the left, whichever. I can choose. But had I still been married and now she wants to be in bedroom with the person that is her lover, now we will have to have a conversation. Either I'm going to have to make a compromise. Well, actually, we both will compromise because I should be able to still have what I want and she had what she wants without, triggering either one of us. So we probably would have, okay, so we got to make sure the house is at least 3 bedrooms. So we got that 1 bedroom together. Then we have our own separate bedroom. But say 3 nights during the week, we in the room together. She get what she want. I still get my breathing room. Yeah, so the communication is important. Extremely important. And you got to keep talking. See what happened? People get married and they think, that's it. I know them. We know each other. We fit. Y'all still got life and kids. And that ain't how that work. Folk change the longer they live. And with technology and with the information age, people change about every 18 months to 3 years. They discover something new that they like, whether it's a color, a clothing, an atmosphere, a place, a hobby. Mm-hmm. Very true. I meant that, Martha Weston. The double sinks are mine's. They're both mine. All relationships should require open communication. I get what you're saying. You're saying it so like a woman. Y'all hear that woman saying it requires. I don't like the word require. Only because in a relationship, you want them to be freely and completely themselves. Everybody doesn't have the capacity to bury themselves for a lifetime to just be a mate and a match for you. My daddy has that ability. I don't know how he does it. My dad is a Gemini. He's an air sign. Me, him, and my sister are the only air signs in the family. 9 times out of 10, we think different than everybody in the family. And my dad, I know, I can feel it in his energy, is an explorer. He loves knowledge, loves discovery, loves to travel. My dad is out the box. He likes to go against the grain. My mom is the exact same way in her soul, but her faith, her religion superimposed itself on her and got her in fears with boundaries and blockages and limitations and worried about this one and that one. And daddy like, but daddy loves, my mom don't want to get on a plane, don't want to travel. They ain't going nowhere, but she can't go by car and don't want to do that for so long. And my dad is the total opposite. But his love for her, he's thrown all of that away because he loves her deep. I looked him in his face and said, I couldn't do that. We were standing at Parker's. I said, Dad, how you get up every day for 40-something odd years and do the same thing? He looked at me, he said, because of y'all. I'm a good daddy, but I ain't wild like that. Something got to give because I'm sick of going to the same job every day for 40, 30, 20, 30, 60 years. No. So you don't know the capacity that the person you with has at age 50, 60, 70. That stuff changed. But communication can cause you to evolve and grow together. My former wife is one of my best friends. I don't think about what I'm about to do without how it affects her and the kids. And I'm fully single. The kids are grown. I did my part. I don't have to do nothing else. But because of the communication level, and it's so open and no judgment, man, that's somebody you want to have in your life for the rest of your life. You ain't got to be married to them. Communication. Try to do something to Lisa and think I'm not going to kill you. Try to do something to me and think she's not going to kill you. But we're not married. And we do what the hell we want to do. But we're not going to bring no harm to each other intentionally, you see. So the communication aspect. I remember when Lisa's favorite color went from one color to another. Mako, certain thing Mako is not doing. Best friend, but communication. I can't be but so transparent. I can, but you know, when including other people, I try to have a little. And he changed. Do y'all know Mako used to be? Well, he's still nice, but he used to be so. Oh, like Kendall's demeanor. That was Mako. Can y'all believe that? Kendall real laid back, quiet, you know, just. You know, look like if you pushed him, he was like, okay, you all right, it's okay. That was Mako. I know it's hard to believe, but it's the truth. But as time went along, I'm going to let him tell his own testimony how that happened. But as time went along, he changed. But the communication was the same. So I noted the change before he could articulate that he did. but he did articulate it. So the communication is extremely important to have. So you know who this person is, so you can support or show up and relate to who they are truly becoming without them forced to wear the mask of your last ask. If the communication is going on all the time, you're going to know before they can articulate, you're going to feel it and sense it. And you have to have your heart open to a place where they feel they can be honest and transparent. If they still choose not to be, that's them. That's person ain't got nothing to do with you. But I'm just saying, make sure it ain't you. Because when a person is not sharing their needs and their wants with you, it could be personal, but sometimes we don't create the environment for that. And then it forces them to model the version of themselves that you like and that you love within themselves, knowing that I'm not that no more. Travis said that's definitely hard to believe because Travis have to be around, he always around, we're helping Shamako and his son a lot. So he knows. And of course, now you see, Mako's not the same person. He says, shut up. You see? You said bad boy Larry must have pulled it out of him. I'll let Mako tell you his own testimony. I may have told that story before. I have. Okay, well, it wasn't me. You're not doing that. Say something. Hit him. Hit me back. I said I didn't know what I know now. Now I hate I did that. But I didn't know he was bullied and jumped and stuff for school. I wish sometimes whenever he tell them stories, I get mad. I'm getting sort of mad right now telling that. I can't stand a bully. I wish I could go back to his high school and go. But the spirit doesn't itself. It look like everybody that bothered him either got killed, lost a leg, nearby dead right now. And I'm not lying. Just one of them just look horrible. Everything he ever did to Marcus looked like it was done to him in a day. Just terrible. Crystal said, Marco, come up here and tell us, Tamara, talking about drop the link. I no one lost a leg for real. I wish I could been around. I can't. When I hear people tell me certain stories, and I'm like, ooh, God, I'm biting my lip because I like to fight. I'm not even going to hide it. I like to fight, whether it's with words or with fists or with any other form of fighting going back. I like it. I do. And I realized I got it from my mom. I went home to visit one time some years ago, and I stayed at my mom's house in the same room that I used to be in. And I found out my mama, like, I knew all the stories about her fighting in school, but I didn't know to this day she still liked to fight. So she watches fighting clips all the time. I said, oh my God, I do the same thing. Yeah, I do like to fight. And that's right. I said the leg, I meant the head. Decapitated. I'm trying to tell you. Right, I can't stand no bully. I can't. Was killed in the field not long after graduation. Exactly. I can't stand that. I don't like talking about it because it makes me feel a certain. I don't like a bully. I hate a bully. I despise a bully. If I get a bully by myself, I'm gonna do some stuff. I won't never forget one time. My former assistant, he raised a little different. He fight with his mouth. I like to fight. And there was one person that had done something and had said one thing to me and said another thing to him. And I can't remember, it seemed like it was more serious than that. But I said, for real? I said, okay, so we got to get him. And I think Marco may have been in that conversation. And to see his face like, what are you talking about? I said, no, we got to get him. I said, and I'm saying, I was dead serious. I said, okay, I'm thinking. I said, okay, if we rent that van, I know what we can do. All right. And I'm just going on regular. And he was like, what are you talking about? I said, all four of us gonna get in the van. I'm gonna go meet up with them. Y'all pull up with the van, we push the van, we beat them, and we drive across town and we drop them off. About the law, I said he ain't gonna tell nobody because of what? Because situation, what we were whipping them for was a private situation that his wife ain't even really know about it. I said, yeah, we about to get him. Let's go and get him. Not gonna not now. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of time I be on. Oh no, we're gonna get him. So this whole internet thing, which I had to learn, and still difficult sometimes, especially when I see somebody saying something crazy. I think that man that liked to be heard was saying something, and I don't care about that. Of course, people make sure I said tagging me in and stuff, but I'm not the kind of person. Take my content, share my stuff, and talk about me on your page. I don't mind. I don't mind that. But then my problem is, and I had to get to the place where I didn't mind that. I feel like I had to fight about that. But my problem is when you come in my world and you start doing, I'm like, why are you here? Why would you be here and trying to do that? Now, see, that I don't want for it to stay on the internet. I want to find you. Except that the spirit do something else in me. That's how I feel initially. And I've gotten better, way better, way better. But I do like to fight. And I like to get you back. And I want to say this and look in the camera, zoom up, Nancy. Make sure bring this camera right close. This camera right here, bring it close. Just come in close. Come in. Come on. Yeah, I needed Zaria on the camera because like you're struggling. If you've ever done anything to me, you can judge whoever. You can judge me if you want to. If you have ever done anything to me or anybody that I love, I got your name wrote down, the date you did it, and every time you did it, and I'm going to get you. I have waited 10 years to get someone before, so I'm very patient. When you least expect it, and if you die before I get you, I'm going to get your children. I just want you to know. All right, you go back to record. Y'all can judge me. I don't care what you call me. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. My name is the Lord. I'm going to get you. Absolutely. I'm going to get you back. It's just how it is. It won't be public unless you make it public. But I'm going to get you. And some of you been got and don't know you been got. That's why stuff that ain't just it's happening the way it's happening. You don't know I done got you. I'm gonna get you back. That's absolute. You're not gonna bother, especially if you bother somebody I love. Oh, it's better for you to do something big. I might just be seen that that's it. But when you bother somebody I love, I'm gonna get you so good. And let me tell you this: I ain't never lost. Never. Because I feel like my getting you back is like I get one with the spirit and say, what I need to do, how I need to do it. Because vengeance is mine, said the Lord, right? That's the spirit. So if you partner with the spirit, you get them back with the spirit. Listen to the spirit that tell you what move to make, what master move to make to take the head off that thing. Oh, I'm going to get you. I don't play that. And you don't need to pray for me about it. Because it's not going to work. I've already made up my mind concerning this. And Marco would tell you it's a truth. See, Marco will retaliate, ready to fight and beat you right then. And that can happen with me, but it's very rare. I'm calm and calculating, and I wait. One day you pick up your plate, your chicken, and go to bite in the chicken, and all your teeth have been taken out of your head, and you ain't know it. That's how I move. Mm-hmm. That's me. You'll come home one day to a letter, the house you renting, and the letter will be from me that I bought it, and you're evicted. That's me. You can get evicted out of your house and think your landlord did it, and it was me. It's maybe I shouldn't have said, but hell is out my mouth now. I don't. I shouldn't have started talking about that bully thing, because that I can't stand no bully. I don't like no bully, and it disturbs me up a certain kind of way. I'm gonna get you. All right. That's typical. Can I say I gather information and make plans? That's a Cancer. You don't fool it with no Cancer, no Scorpio when they upset. What do you want? Oh no, a Pisces neither. Because Pisces are slept on. Pisces are investigators. Yeah, that's. Don't they get me on that? I mean, that changed my whole energy. I really. That's Mama though. Come Mama like that. Mama, the wind blow wrong. She ready to fight and get a gun. Yeah, that's. I really gotta. That is something I manage, because when I get mad, and I got to stop talking about this bullet call. I'm getting mad as I sit here. I don't like that. You should leave people alone, especially good, nice people. Let them be. That's why I practice staying cheerful and nice. Marco will tell you, he's in the chat. Because when I get mad, I go black and I can't see until I wake up, and typically it's Marco pulling me off. So I just can't. I don't like that. And people ought to just be nicer, but they're not. And sometimes a conversation ain't gonna work. You have to do something. Yeah, that's the other thing. You talking and telling your business. Just be quiet about your get. Let them know you coming. They still ain't gonna know. A lot that can't hold this anger. I won't never forget. He first joined the church, and I went to I bought somebody a car or something. What did I do? I bought somebody a car, and seemed like the person kept the car, trying to hide the key. I was trying to repossess it. This was in, let other people tell that I ain't had no money until I met somebody a couple years ago. I've always had money. I'm a prophet. Money's in my mouth. And it was me, Lotley, and Mako. And so, of course, Spirit had used me, Mako, so heavily in Nathan's life. So Nathan from the street. So I don't think he know these two men God used to change my life. We ain't known Nathan months, I want to say. It couldn't have been long. It couldn't have been. And so I went to go get the car, and something happened. Well, the sun came out. And like I had walked off. I think we had the keys at that time. But the son was like rah, because he was using the car, something like that, and once one had it. And I remember just looking this way and seeing the man like coming at Mako, because you got to remember, Mako ain't the Mako now. He still had that look of calm, easy thing. And so he chose Mako. And so Nathan is that big. So he chose Mako, and Nathan was there, but he didn't consider that the skinny guy was crazy. So Lotley jumps in and in front of me, gets the cussing him out. He was just, he just coming to the church, so it was okay with the F-bombs. And we had to restrain Nathan, because he was about to fight, because the man was coming after Shamaka. But the man back down, he big tall. He was taller than me and big, but he was a bully. He was a bully. And And after no, y'all don't need to go to jail. I got this. We done calm down, walked away, got the car. He's still going on. Yeah, that's dang, Reid, you done crank me up on this fight. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't like it, and it did talking about it did make me feel a certain kind of way, and then took me off into something else. Yeah, I think he did say he was gonna get a gun. He never came out there. Did he go in the house? He didn't come out with nothing, and he didn't know he was about to die before he got the gun. How you gonna shoot the gun dead? Tell me that. If you dead, you can't shoot no gun, and you ain't got no fingers. What you gonna do? Use your tongue? Liable took that out your face too. He shouldn't have been doing none of that. That was my car that I sold. You ain't do what you supposed to do, so I had to come back and repossess it. The hell? It was a Honda Accord. I'm sitting in my head, a green Honda Accord. I remember just now. All right, that's enough of that. Oh, Jesus. I don't know how we got into that. It's 8:43. Did you guys enjoy? Let me put this up here so you can see right here. So this is a quick, you may want to share in your friend girl group. Oh, I didn't do covenant phase. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. Covenant phase. Screenshot that. Screenshot. And then I'm going to talk about it. Okay, let's talk about the covenant phase. Now, this is partnership with responsibility. The relationship becomes very structured and structural, sacrificial, legacy-minded. What are we leaving? Because you got to build something together. You're aligning the purposes and see if the purposes will align. This is life partnership, long-term building, or marriage if you choose that. Shared vision, shared responsibility. At this level, it is purpose alignment. It's the alignment of our heart and of our energy and of our visions and our dreams and our intention and our wants. It's not feeling based. We're disciplined in our love and our care for each other. We're disciplined communicators. We are invested into each other's healing and financial management as a team. We regulate each other's emotions and we check in with each other. Love starts the relationship, discipline sustains it. When people go into marriage or a covenant, they don't understand that all of that, them feelings of love and all of that, that's at the beginning of the relationship. Love becomes like a, how can I say? It's still a feeling, but it's past the feeling and it's a knowledge and a knowing that you're disciplined by as relates to this particular person. You cannot enter the covenant stage with a person that isn't prone to discipline or given to discipline. Covenant is not ran on feelings. It's ran on the discipline and the commitment and what we built together. We both have invested into this relationship. We was exclusive on how many years, and now we're in a covenant. We have invested here. And so we've made a decision about our feelings and our love. Now, I want you to understand this because somebody will say, Larry, so how do I find the one? No, there's no such thing. Whoever you find through attraction and you go through the talking and the dating and all of that, all of the communication, you are building what each other needs. So it's not a matter of finding the one. You build the one through consistent communication and consistency and showing up and communication. That's systems. Sort of going into the mind from band, because we talked about the difference between the hustler, the grinder, and the person who build systems. By this point of the relationship, you have built systems around your relationship that maintain it. The relationship isn't maintained through pleasure, attraction, feelings, lust, and desire. Mm-mm. Those things need a structure to have sustainability. And that's what I'm talking about. Inspiration is not enough to build a platform. You have to have a system. Like right now, if you look at my chat, because of my content, you would have 258 people in here. Somebody else was there, oh my God, this is hardly nobody's watching. Mm-mm. But out of the 261 people that's watching me, 85% of them make six figures. And some of them high six figures because these are people from my community. You would think that there's something that is missing, but it's not, because I have systems and structures in place that cause these people to desire to invest and support what I do. If I do the funny entertainment commentary, may have thousands in here, but you know what I generate asking for $8.88 is the same that I would generate from 200 asking them for $55.55. And those people, because I gave them teaching and material, they respond to that. Small is the new big. I'm not saying big does not matter, but big without structure and without a system just looks good. But when you have system and a structure and substance, you can do so much more. If there is no structure, a moment of inspiration and entertainment and commentary only lasts for that moment. Longevity requires structure. That's why I don't have to come out on the platform and talk about stuff I'm not interested in at all to generate income, because I have systems and structures and substance that cause people to want to support and invest because they're being advanced. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. So structure is important for your relationship. Systems. Because them feelings are fleeting. They go up, they go down, they change. We go through different things. Okay? And remember, every phase of these dating relationships, they act as a filter. So you need to go through every phase. If you do not, you're skipping a filter and you are going to inherit a problem. All right. Okay, those of you that, what's that? Can you go through the individual phases one more time? I was moving too fast. Okay, most of the people that are in here looks like you're patrons. So I'm going to post all of these slides in Patreon tonight. Kendall, don't let me forget it. All right. And let me recognize those of you that are giving publicly. I know many of you don't want to give publicly. Letitia, write this down, Kendall. Letitia, Partner C. Make sure you count the ones. I need 55 of them. Tamara, Partner Seed, and Taruma. Thank you for the Tarumas, you guys. DeQuincy, done Partner Seed. Thank you. I am Crystal J, done Taruma. Latina done a Partner Seed as well in Taruma. Rhonda did High Performer. We just need 4 more of those. Aurice and Cameron done a Partner Seed. Thank you. High Performer Seed, Dorothy Curtis. Thank you. Shamako's going to be calling you. Just need 3 more of those. Bronda Foster done a Partner Seed. Thank you so much. And Linda Pro done a Partner Seed. Mother Irene did a Partner Seed. Alicia did a partner C. Mother Ivory did a partner C. The Locklears did a partner C. Haithcock, Lisa Haithcock did a partner C. Stephanie Peoples, high performer, we just need 2 more of those. Stakeholder C, Martha Weston, we just need 4 more of those. And I know some of you do not like to put it in chat. Vonda Simmons done a high performer C. Thank you, Vonda. William Jones did a partner C. Thank you so much. Brenda Ray did a partner C. Thank you so very much. I speak Ibukun. I almost say blessings. I speak Ibukun upon all of you. It will be out on May the 22nd. It means blessing. And I see, okay, I'm getting text too, because some of you don't want to put it up here. And that's no problem. That's no problem. No problem. I understand. What in the world is this now? Okay. Thank you. All right. One last thing I need to say. Now, grab your pearls. I had a conversation. Conscious TV texted me something today, had a dream, and it made me make a statement. And it popped up in my mind when I was teaching. No one person can be your everything. I think some of us think that the person that you marry or the person that you call your significant other, life partner, is supposed to meet every one of your needs and your wants. I must say that I feel like that's what was told to me, but I can't remember it being articulated, but it's almost like it was to be understood that whoever you marry or be with is supposed to meet all your needs. That is ludicrous. It's insane. No one person can be your everything. You can be madly in love with the person that you're with, but still go with your friends on the vacation to have a good time that you wouldn't have with your spouse. Something sounds funny with that. No, there's fun you have with your spouse. You enjoy the person that you're with, of course. But your friend you knew 10, 20 years prior to them, you have a connection with them. There are things you'll say to your friend you ain't going to say to your spouse or to your significant other. Your friend who you go to talk about what the nigga done did that got on your last nerve. You ain't got but 5, he done told through 3, and you standing on 2. So you go over there to talk to your friend, and you can call him a nigga, you can say he rusty, he get on your nerves, because your best friend understand. And you need that. Your best friend know you just talking upset and know you're going to still stay with him. And for some people, they feel like, oh, you shouldn't be talking about me behind your back. So what you want me to do? We should go to therapy. You want me to tell the therapist in front of you? No, I want to talk about you behind your back. That's what I want to do. Yes. I want to talk to my friend and call your names. The therapist's not going to let me do that. I don't want to do it in front of you. In fact, it's therapy to be able to call you raggedy to my best friend and then be able to come back and say, oh, he did this, he did that. Oh my God, I love him so much. It's therapeutic to go through that crazy. You know, you can be committed to one person or 2 or 3 sexually, but only emotionally committed to one. I said, this is why I didn't want to go into this conversation, because then this opens up and everybody ain't ready. That is the reality. And let me say this, date your age, AGE. I'm not talking about your number. I'm talking about the age in which you like to have relationship. And the age 2026 relationship is different than relationship 1950s. Many of you are in 2026, ladies, listen to me, wanting 1950 relations. You don't even understand, to every man, there's a slew of women. You make the pool so small when you do not educate and explore in a way to at least be open to some kind of compromise, because he may have most of everything you wanted in 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, man. But he got some other stuff that you just, ain't quite with you. Just try. Well, see, this is what I'm saying. You don't need to be looking for somebody to be your everything. You setting yourself up for failure, or you set yourself up for fake, because that person can detect that you want them to be everything, and they'll try to be everything, burn themselves out 10 years in, 10 years gone. You got 3 children now, they out the door because they got tired of faking for you. Don't nobody be saying this kind of stuff, pastors and preachers and prophets online, but me. I mean, other commentaries may do it, but coming from somebody who has been somebody's pastor for decades and coming from somebody, who's been preaching, oh my God, 40, 30 something years. I mean, I don't know how long it's been, a long time, or 17, and passion since 19. So for me to make that statement, it's a little bit different than just anybody just saying it. But I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Don't set yourself up for that. And you got to decide what you want to marry. Do you want to marry a best friend type dynamic? Or do you want to marry a lover and then maintain your best friend over there? Don't try to make that lover be your best friend, because you're going to fuck that up. And then a lot of times try to make your best friend your lover, you be fuck that up. You need to get real clear about what the hell you want. First of all, who you are. That's just start there. And then what you want. Oh my God. All right, let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Vonda says, I have learned on relationships today. Thanks for another masterclass. Oh, I love that. That's a good question. Love or BFF? Yep. Different. I love this, Tamara. She said, I'm learning me right now. Wow. I love that. That's why I'm sitting here with my back hurting, to help. Make sure you go back and watch this live, or just screenshot that and study it, blow it up, because it's sort of small. I had to put it all in one thing. And I'm going to be posting all of the slides I use from tonight in Patreon probably pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. Say it again. You're going to remind me? Okay, please, those of you that are Martha Weston, the stakeholder. Oh, you already got that one? And Stephanie Peoples, high performer. Okay, add a high performer. William Jones, partner C. Okay, we got the 5 high performers. I need 5 stakeholders. I need 4 more of them. And then 5 super C. You are the only pastor, prophet, teacher, man of God who have ever spoke truth like this life. That's when you say stuff like that floors me. You 81 years in the church as a prophetess, most of those years. When you say that kind of stuff, it just floors me. Your oh Lord. Let's see if I can say this without going into that thing. Your presence in this community from day 1, 21, when I met you, has been so confirming to me about me. And it's the confirmation from my mom energy that satisfies things I did not always know needed to be satisfied. Mother Irene, I celebrate you. And you meeting me, I know what you say about that and how it has blessed you. But me meeting you and just hugging you was the repositioning of my heart that need to happen so that then not even a year later things could be as they are between me and my parents. That is something God used you to do, and I won't ever forget it. And I make a promise to you, when it get to what I see, you're going to have an amazing check from me to you. I wished I had done it before, but I had other things that was in my ear. But I'm going to bless you like you deserve to be blessed. I've done some things and you've been grateful. I mean, some stuff. You can tell it if you want to, but that ain't nothing compared to what I'm going to do. Because what you gave me was priceless, and I will not forget it. All right. I did good with that too. No tears, no shaky balls. I'm busting my balls up here on the YouTube. Let me go. All right. See you guys later. Take care of yourself. And a whole heap of love to you. That's the way I say, All right. And May the 22nd, I have something that is coming out. May the 22nd. Y'all crying. And I got it. All right. Ibukum, which means blessing, will be coming out on the 22nd. Whenever you see me post it, please hit like, please hit share, because it's a whole mess. How they hide my stuff, unless I'm cutting up. All right. For those of you that are donating, here's one more time so you can see how you can do that.
Giving to the MBN Network Global just got so much easier. You now have two simple options. You can either click the giving link provided in the chat, or you can go directly to mbnnetworkglobal.org. Once you're on the website, select the Stripe giving option. From there, you'll enter your information as shown on screen. When you get to the seed name selection, you'll select where you would like for your seed to go. You can choose from Seed, Tithe, Teruma, Project AIR, or a donation to the Celestial Circle. Next, you will select the preferred payment method. You can now give by card, Apple Pay, Carlana, or Affirm. You will also see additional options including Amazon Pay, Afterpay, Zip, Crypto, or a bank transfer. Once all of the information has been entered, simply click Donate. Now, in the event that you need to make a change to the amount that you have given, select Change Amount and adjust your donation before hitting Submit. As always, we're here to assist, so if you have any additional questions, please reach out to us.